Well, folks, this is Frank Jolly back again, and this time I'm back to teaching music again. One of my students asked me to help them out with this song called Photograph by Ed Sheeran. Of course, Ed Sheeran is not within my genre, but of course, I do teach whatever they want to learn, okay? And I know my students basically would want songs from people like Ed Sheeran, and I actually didn't even know who Ed Sheeran was and how he looked like. But then she said he looks like he's got this yellow hair. Actually, it looks like a haystack. And I noticed that she was right. But he had a beautiful voice. So, but I'm not teaching you Ed Sheeran singing. I'm just teaching you a few things like the riffs, the riffs, right, the riffs. I noticed that he plays most of his songs have got a certain riff on it, but he puts it on a gadget thing. He puts it on a loop. He plays it onto a loop, and then whenever he needs to play that, he won't play the, the riff. He would press a button, and the loop plays the riff. But for all intents and purposes, if you want to buy the loop, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So I teach you how to play the riff instead of for photograph. Okay. One thing is that he doesn't play it on C. Okay. We normally teach you with the C chords, but he's playing on E, and he's got his certain strumming that he goes on the E7 mode, but whatever it is, for all intents and purposes, to make it easier for you all to shift your C to E is very simple. It's C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. So E is here, okay? You know how to calculate, right? C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Just move your fingers over so that you know that if you are playing C here, we are playing C. Okay, for all intents and purposes, this is going to be C. Okay, but in actual fact, it is not C, it is E. Okay, because we want to sing Ed Sheeran's key. Okay, so if we play the riff, it's going to be. But to make it easier, I'll teach the riff. Here. Okay, and you just play it here, and of course the singing I'll probably go back to this so that you get into the right key. So the riff is basically you're playing on the. Wait, let me get out of my face and get you more onto the guitar here. Can you see that? Okay. You don't need to see my face, right? When looking at my face, you're not. I will probably go closer. Okay, so if you see it, I'm playing on the A string, I'm playing the third fret, and then on the B string, E A D G B E. Okay, again, I want to go through this sequence of strings. For those who do not know, for those who know, just bear with me. It's E A D G B E. If you want to remember in terms of mnemonics, I call it acronyms. I know it's more in mnemonics than acronyms. Acronyms are different, like scuba, self-contained underwater breathing. This is notes. So just remember this. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. Or Malaysian style, you can say God. Manglish is elephant and donkey got big ears. Elephant and donkey got big ears. But if you want to say British style, it's elephants and donkeys grow, big ears. Just the other day I had a talk show on Manglish, but I prefer Manglish. Elephant and donkey got big ear. Okay, big ear, telinga. Okay, so when you want to play that riff, you just go to elephants, and so you go to and play the third string on and, which is A, of course, and then you go to the big, B. Okay, big ears, It's 101. 101 means 101, and then you go back to 3, and then you go to a 0, 3, 2. Actually, if you just make a C chord, make a C chord, make a C chord and lift this finger up, and just watch me. You don't have to. I don't have to say anything about elephants and donkeys. Okay, just see the chords. See, I just put the pinky there and I lift it up. Then if I go to A minor, I play A minor 7 instead. And then if I go to G, you see I'm lifting the 101 is the same finger all the time, and all the time it's the same finger. Let me bring this closer some more further in. Okay? The same finger. I hope you can see it, And then when you go to the F, I would prefer to play this F, the bass F. So, sorry, I sometimes I missed, but this is not a song that I play often. Okay, so if I played as part of my repertoire of songs, I would play it blindfolded, or I play it while I'm singing, or while I'm brushing my teeth or whatever. No, you can't brush your teeth and play at the same time. I mean, like I could be reading a book and playing. So if you practice this more than not, if you practice and you play this song often, you'll get this riff very naturally. Okay, here because you're pressing the this note, this for the A minor, you're pressing the you're playing the A, but you're pressing this note instead. You're pressing this the 3, two on the E A D string, But of course you need this finger to get your 3 2. Okay, 0 1 0, and then 0 3 2. Okay, so it's A minor. Go to G. All the while the 101, the ting it's the same string, the same 101 on the B, on the B string. And F, I can go to this F, or I go to the lower octave better. I hope you can get it. Let me go closer a bit. And then G. Wait. play slow, you lose your momentum. It is more difficult. You find that when you play it fast, you find that you get the momentum right. You get. See, when I play faster, that's the thing. That's the whole thing. Okay. Slower. Then your F. Can remember that this 101 is on the G string, eh? But of course, when you start singing, or if you kind of follow Ed Sheeran's key, you got to get it up, get the capo up to the 5th fret, so that you'll be playing on his key, which is E. Yeah? Basically, you can work it out this way. C, if you go C and you have the same chord pushed up, you can't do that when you're playing, but then you can just use that as a calculation. C, after C is C sharps, after C sharp is D, after D is D sharp. You try to go over with a C sharp, D sharp, E, with a C sharp, D sharp, and then there's E. Yeah? No. So you got to calculate. Oh, you got to get it on the 1, 2, 3, 4th fret. Even C sharp, D sharp, E. Yeah? This is E. To test it out, you play this E and then you remove the F and you play. Same. Okay, so that's how by hearing, I know that chord between E. That's right. So you play the riff on this, on there. Then the next one. Okay, then of course the chords, simple. Just he's got this. I play plucking or just play. No, loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. Something like that. So, the introduction chords and the riff. The introduction chords is the same chord you play for the riff, huh? Sorry for me rushing through it. When I play slowly, I falter. Okay, so that is the introduction chord. So when you sing, also you sing. When you start singing with the introduction chords. Loving can hurt. I got to get his key. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing I know. The strumming, I think it's just got just straight down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, whatever his strumming style. When it gets hard, it can get hard sometimes. Okay, that is the sequence. C, A minor, G, F is the sequence for the introduction. But when it comes to the bridge, it changes the sequence. Okay, for the bridge, you will play A minor, F, C, and G, and that's 2 rounds of that. We keep this love in a photograph. Our hearts are never closed, our hearts are never broken. Okay, that you play that twice. So and then chorus, again another sequence. It changes the sequence. Chorus is C, G, A minor, F. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans. Hold me close until you Okay, here, wait for me to come home. He's got back, but he only plays the riff once only. Then he goes to loving can heal. Okay, this when it comes to loving can heal, it's gone back to the same chords that he uses for the introduction, and of course the introduction is where the riff is like it. So you follow the okay. So again, it goes loving can heal, loving can mend your soul. But is the only sorry G. Okay. Go back to the introduction chord C, A minor, G, and F. Okay, I because he changes the sequence, I also keep forget. But remember, if you remember the sequence C, A minor, G, F, again twice, then you know, because it's the same chord that he uses for the. Okay, so the G and then the F, but I'm playing the F like this actually, but I should play the F here, but then I prefer this F because it's more solid, it's a lower octave F. Okay, so so when it comes to this section, loving can heal, loving can mend your soul. It's the only thing that I know. Swear get it easier. Remember, I have a piece of you. Okay, then it comes to a bridge this time, and again it goes back to a different sequence. The sequence go back to the bridge chords earlier. Remember, A minor, F, C, G. Okay, give the love in a photograph. We made it. Keep me. He goes into a falsetto also when he sings. So basically that's the sequence. Okay, then it goes back to C, G, A minor, the bridge chords, and then the bridge chords it's A minor, F. You basically you just write the sequence A minor, F, C, G. Then when you come to the chorus, it's C. The chorus would be G, C, G, A minor, F, and you know all the sequence. Okay, so but most important is of course to know the. Okay, so if you get the riff sequence right, there's no problem. You get somebody to play the chords and sing. Get somebody with a good voice, of course, like Ed Sheeran's voice. Sorry, I have this thing, but I normally cover my face with this mask. I'm in a public place and we always have to wear our mask. Don't leave home without it, okay? Don't leave home without your mask because you'll be fined 10,000. I think even 50,000 ringgit. Oh, that's right. That's why they say Malaysia is a fine city. They'll fine you for everything. My friend told me every time I want to find a parking space, he says, "Hey, Frank, park anywhere, it'll be fine." Yes, not it will be fine. Park anywhere and you'll be fined. Okay, that's a joke anyway. And, hey, I have a laugh button somewhere here. When I tell a joke, it should be a laugh button. Where is it? Every time I tell a joke, should be a laugh button somewhere. And every time I say something wrong, they would Ah, and then if there's a lady next to me, oh, kissing sound. Okay, there's no lady behind me, beside me, so don't worry about that. Um, okay, so that's it for the download on the Ed Sheeran's photograph. Okay, just I guess basically I'm just teaching you how to play the riff. It's more important than anything else. Okay, the song and the strumming basically. He actually most of his strumming is mute. He doesn't even strum. I think most of the time his singing carries through. Okay, apart from the riff that he puts into a loop, he strums uh, with mute. He mutes palm. They call it palm muting. Palm muting is when you uh, your palm, the back of your hand, you just cover the back strings. Eh, you- eh, so you you get a muted sound. You don't even hear the chord, but the singing actually carries through. Okay, so that's his style. So don't worry so much about the strumming. You can just mute it, but get the riff right. Just get the riff right. Okay, so that's Frank Jolly. In the meantime, remember that I have a subscribe button somewhere there. You see a red the word subscribe, SUBSCRIB, the word. Just press it. You will turn to another color like magic. So once you subscribe, then I will get my. I need actually 1,000 over subscribers. In terms of viewership, I got more than 30, 40, 50,000. So I should be. They should remunerate me. They call it what? Monetization. So I just want to get that subscriber list to 1,000. So please help me if you can, please. So in the meantime, this is Frank saying bye bye for now.